Alright, today we're going to do a full breakdown on this, my 97 Ram 2500 with a 12 valve, triple turbo, tube frame. So let's hop into it. So last year I did a video on, we kind of went around the truck and showed everything that I had done, what I had, and the parts I had, and things have changed a lot actually since that last year, so I figured perfect time to get another video out, and we'll check out all the changes. If you haven't seen that video, maybe go check it out, and then you can see what's all been changed in the last year. Alright, and since this thing is so ugly, I got Ash out here, and she's pretty, so she'll make up for what this thing lacks, but we're going to hop right in it.
All right, so we're gonna start from the front and work our way back. The first thing we're gonna talk about is the new intercooler.
So we were running a third gen, actually an on-3 third gen intercooler, and I switched over to this, the 6-inch on-3 intercooler, and so far it seems to be working good. We also went ahead and deleted the stock frame, so we now have tube from the engine mounts forward. We got some tube for the fender supports, two bumper mounts. Underneath the front here, we now have a rack and pinion. This is actually out of a third gen two-wheel drive rack with Heim joints, and so that saved us a lot of weight and makes it handle much better. Coilovers, I'm not sure if we had those in here last year, but we got coilovers, and hiding back in there, we've got some innovative machining, lightweight Willwood disc brake.
Along with the chassis and weight reduction, we also changed some things on the engine.
Yes, we did. So last year we were running still basically all stock stuff in here. I blew a head gasket, so we ended up, we had this head and we decided to throw it on a little sooner than we were planning, but it's a Hamilton Stage 3 ported head. So that's different. And about the only other thing we've changed is we now have 093 injection lines, because the 13 mil pump really needed those, and the stock lines were super restricting. So that actually, I think, freed up some fuel and got us some more power.
And you know, we had to add more nitrous.
Yes, we did. We now have a spool jet. This helped bring up the boost so much quicker. And also I can hit that as just a little extra power, you know, as I'm going down the track, or if I just need it like almost like a scramble. So that has been a huge help. Inside the truck, not much has changed, but we did go with a new steering column. We deleted the stock column, which was kind of heavy, and replaced it with this. I actually have videos doing all this stuff, so you can go check those out, and I go through all the weights and everything that we dropped. But we got the new column, and we got a now removable steering wheel, so that makes getting in and out of this thing a lot easier.
We can't forget the doors.
So the last time you guys saw it, we had just regular stock doors on, but now we have these lightweight fiberglass doors from Hot Bods. So those saved us a ton of weight there with the Lexan windows. Super pumped on those.
I know you guys want to see this rear end.
Moving back here, completely different, right? Last time we checked in, we had stock frame, leaf springs, but that is no longer the case here. We are all tube, and it's not just a back half. Kind of dark in here, but we also tubed all the way up basically to the front cab mount. So full tube, we only got about 30 something inches of stock frame. Oh, while we're down here, front end also has tube arm, so that helped with the handling. The stock bushings were just trash. So we've got the innovative machining lightweight brakes here in the rear, a fire pump 4-link kit. I've got the diagonal bar acting as the panhard, an anti-roll bar now, and coilovers. These are just like the Summit / QA1 brand, so not too expensive, but they're getting the job done so far. Train coolers, those are the same ones we had. All right, so that's mostly all the changes that we did. But now if you've never seen the truck, you're not familiar, if you didn't see the video, the last video, I'm just gonna run through it and kind of give you guys the specs on it. That way, if you're new here, you'll be caught up. And that way, you'll know the deal. So like we said, we got the 6-inch core on-3 intercooler. We've got just a universal aluminum radiator. We deleted the upper radiator support here, so it's all just tube. This is mounted to the bottom and then just kind of tied in. This might be temporary, but it's working for now. The engine is still a 12 valve. It's got marine bowl pistons that are coated, stock rods, ARP rod bolts, ARP main studs. Got the Hamilton head. We have stock cams still. Hamilton push rods now. Fueling, we've got 5x025 dual feeds, the 093 lines, a 13 millimeter from Northeast Diesel. We've got a stainless diesel T4 manifold with an S467 attached to it. Still have the same BorgWarner S366s. These are their older style, but they've been working good. We may be changing these in the future. We've got a regulated return that is fed by our Aeromotive A1000, but we're gonna be making some changes to that. Someone hooked me up with something, so there'll be a video on that coming soon. Just haven't got a chance to get that done. We've got the fiberglass doors with the Tim McCamus latches on them. Got the 850 cage that is inserted over there, so we are good to go. Twin derail transmission coolers. We've got the door bar or rear bars that are super low profile, trying to hide these things so they're not super obvious if we want to do street truck things with it ever. Dana 70 rear axle, got rid of the 80 to save some weight. 15-gallon fuel cell, that may be going away too, something smaller, lighter. The transmission is one that was built here locally by a buddy of mine, and so far it's been holding up good. It's got billet input, intermediate output, and we put some work on it, but luckily this thing is so light now. It's a little over 4,000 pounds. It's actually 4260 with me in it. So it's pretty easy on the transmission and all the mechanical parts. So that's a huge reason why I wanted to shed that weight. For wheels and tires, we're running the 16x10s with the 30x14 M&Hs.
All right, guys, that's a full breakdown on the truck. And now you know the changes and some details that we did do to it. And that's a wrap.
Bye.
Bye.